Something changed the moment the first images from The Chosen Season 6 began to circulate, and it wasn't just the scale or the setting. Viewers felt it immediately, even without dialogue, because this season carries a weight the series has never fully explored before. What began as a humble faith-based production has quietly grown into a global phenomenon, and now, with Season 6, it is stepping into its most confronting chapter yet. This is not simply about a trailer or a first look. It is about a shift in purpose, tone, and emotional depth that even the cast was not prepared for. According to people close to the production, Season 6 stopped feeling like television very early in the process. It became an experience, one that demanded emotional honesty rather than performance. Director Dallas Jenkins reportedly made it clear from the beginning that these episodes were not designed to impress visually, but to honor the meaning behind every moment. That distinction mattered because once filming reached the crucifixion sequences, the atmosphere on set transformed completely. The decision to film on historic ground in Italy amplified everything. Being surrounded by centuries of faith, suffering, and devotion created a presence that could not be ignored. Cast members have described walking onto set and feeling the weight before a single camera rolled. Jonathan Rumi, who has portrayed Jesus since the series began, approached these scenes with quiet discipline. Before filming, he reportedly spent time alone with the cross, grounding himself in silence rather than rehearsal. From that moment forward, the tone shifted across the entire production. Conversations slowed, laughter faded. Even routine preparations carried a sense of reverence. Makeup artists later shared that applying wounds no longer felt like technical work, but like participating in something sacred. Once cameras started rolling, the emotional impact became unavoidable. Extras portraying the crowd struggled in ways no one expected. Some could not deliver mocking lines, others stepped away in tears. One actor playing a Roman soldier reportedly froze mid-scene, overwhelmed by the moment. No one rushed them, no one treated it like a delay. Silence was allowed to exist, and that silence became part of the storytelling itself. When the hammer struck the wood, the sound echoed across the set and through everyone present. What was scheduled as a single day of filming stretched into several, not because of technical problems, but because the emotional toll required space. This is why Season 6 already feels different. It is not designed to entertain alone, but to confront, to challenge, and to ask viewers to sit with discomfort, meaning, and belief. And as this first look reaches audiences, it quietly invites reflection rather than reaction, asking viewers to slow down and engage with the story on a personal level. If you have followed this series from the beginning, this season may test you in unexpected ways, and staying connected will matter as more details emerge in the weeks ahead, as anticipation continues to grow steadily worldwide. While the crucifixion scenes define the emotional center of Season 6, they are not the end of what the creators are building toward. Insiders suggest the resurrection sequences now in development may be even more powerful, not because of scale, but because of contrast. After extended silence, grief, and restraint, the story begins to breathe again, offering release rather than relief. This balance between sorrow and hope is what the team believes will leave the deepest impact on audiences. Dallas Jenkins has hinted that these episodes are structured to slow viewers down. Instead of rushing toward resolution, the narrative lingers, allowing emotions to surface naturally. The pacing is intentional, designed to let moments settle rather than move quickly past them. In an era of fast consumption, this choice feels almost rebellious, asking viewers to sit with discomfort before receiving comfort. For the cast, that approach required a different level of vulnerability. Many reportedly struggled to separate themselves emotionally once filming wrapped each day. The weight followed them off set, carried into quiet moments and private reflection. Some described the experience as transformative, not because of performance, but because of presence. They were not acting at faith, they were surrounded by it. That authenticity is what longtime viewers may notice first when Season 6 premieres. The performances feel restrained, grounded, and deeply human. There is less emphasis on dramatic delivery and more focus on stillness. Silence becomes dialogue. Small gestures carry meaning. This subtlety allows the story to resonate beyond belief systems, reaching anyone willing to engage emotionally. The first look hints at this shift without fully revealing it. The imagery is quieter, the framing feels deliberate. Even without context, something heavier lingers beneath the surface. It signals that this season is not trying to win attention, but earn it. That distinction may explain why early footage have been more reflective than explosive. As anticipation builds, conversations around the series have changed. Fans are no longer asking what will happen next, but how it will feel. That question speaks to the evolution of The Chosen itself. What started as storytelling has become shared experience, something viewers prepare themselves for rather than simply watch. When Season 6 finally arrives, it will not ask for belief, agreement, or interpretation. It will ask for attention, for stillness, for openness. And in doing so, it may remind audiences that powerful stories do not always demand reaction. Sometimes they ask for silence, reflection, and the courage to feel what unfolds. This season invites viewers to meet the story where they are, without rushing, without distraction, and without easy answers, allowing meaning to surface in its own time and remain long after the screen fades to black. It is a reminder that the most lasting moments in storytelling often arrive quietly, leaving space for thought, emotion, and personal reflection to take root beyond the final frame. That lingering presence is what makes this chapter impossible to forget and impossible to watch casually ever again fully.